but some unusually sensitive people cannot overcome it. It's something they have to live with, something that spills into their lives, staining everything. That's how it was for Monty. Montgomery Clift's mother, Ethel Sunny Fogg, was born in 1888 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Sunny grew up believing she was an orphan. She was raised by a couple who had adopted her at the age of 1, Mr. and Mrs. Charles and Mary Fogg. The Foggs led her to believe she had been born illegitimately and abandoned, and frequently told her she had been an unwanted child. It wounded her, though something deep inside her told her they were wrong. She was a somebody. When she was 18, however, the doctor who had delivered her, Dr. Edward Montgomery, told her the true story. Her biological parents were Maria Latham Anderson and Woodbury Blair, both wealthy, both from socially prominent families who were against the couple marrying. In the days of extreme class distinctions, these families' names were a very big deal. Maria's father, Robert Anderson, had been a Union colonel in the Civil War. Woodbury's father had been a postmaster general for Abraham Lincoln. Maria's mother was particularly opposed to the marriage, mostly because she was a lonely widow and she wanted her daughter to stay with her. The couple eloped, but even after Maria became pregnant, the powerful families had the marriage annulled and put the newborn up for adoption. For her first year, the child lived with Dr. Montgomery as he searched for a couple suitable to raise her. He became extremely fond of the girl and nicknamed her Sunny because of her lovely, lilting laugh. When Sunny came of age, Dr. Montgomery informed her of her true lineage. The news stunned her. Her instincts had been right. There was something special about her. She had not come from nothing. She was descended from a noble lineage of aristocrats. At once, she tried to contact her biological family, but they refused to see her. She was completely shut out. She wrote letter after letter, trying to reveal herself, attempting to get her real family to like her and then, maybe, accept her, but they refused even to acknowledge her. It devastated Sunny to know that a whole part of her true identity and her claim to her aristocratic origin was being kept from her. She would spend the rest of her life attempting to prove her value, eventually attempting to transform her children into the living embodiment of her lost aristocratic heritage. Despite her frustration, she was bright and ambitious and won a scholarship to Cornell University. In school, Sunny was lovely and popular. Men seemed to be caught in her spell, transfixed by her luminous eyes, lush dark hair, and intoxicating laugh. Sunny was a Quaker, so her clothes were tasteful but not provocative, and she wore only the tiniest bit of makeup. She had a way of coming across as charming and proper, but she made you feel as if, although she was worlds above you, she was willing to meet you on your level and like you anyway. One of her admirers was fellow student William Bill Clift, who was studying mining engineering but planned eventually to get involved in investment banking and trust companies. Born in 1886 in Chattanooga, Tennessee, Bill was the son of a judge. Of Irish-English descent, he was a slight man with soft features. He wasn't the most dashing of Sunny's admirers, but he was the most ardent, driven, and practical, and he had a calming effect on her. She was filled with compelling contrasts, at once insecure and imperious, which he noticed she covered up with a grand air of unapproachable manners and breeding. Showing vulnerability was out of the question. Bill longed to take care of Sunny, and to be taken care of by her. They became engaged after she graduated. After they married, the couple settled in Omaha. In 1919, their first son, Brooks Clift, was born. The following year, Sunny was pregnant again. Montgomery Clift, however, was unexpected. This time, it was a tough pregnancy, and after Sunny gave birth to a daughter, Roberta, she leaned back into the pillows, exhausted and satisfied. She now had a boy